Hold on one second. Oh.
Same. I'm mainlining this. You know when people try to get a drink and they try to like maintain eye contact with you, they'd be like,
Yes, that's me all the time. That was me last night, clearly, by my knees. Can you ask the question one more time? I got derailed.
yeah. G'day. It's Maniac Shine. See that Australian accent, girl? I nailed that. And welcome back to the Pit Stop, the only official recap series of RuPaul's Drag Race All-Stars Season 10. Can you believe it? We're more than halfway through. This is crazy. But what is crazier is that we have the original, the fierce, the gorgeous, a good time girl, my sister, my queen, Morphine Love Dion Mattel Exchange.
Yes.
Yes, Morphine, how you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm hungover, sleep deprived, and barely made it.
As a true Exchange Mattel.
Oh,
hungover, sleep deprived,
Hungover
and
and
doing the
sleep
gig anyway. You look so luxurious in sky blue.
Thank you.
Is this your color?
No, my bags never arrived.
Shut up.
So I did a gig in Kansas City yesterday, and Q's drag mother Mulan, GB
Mulan.
Couture, she let me borrow this.
Word.
Yeah, and I did perform in it. That's why my knees are dirty.
You performed in it.
They told me not to bring it up, but
And how much did you get paid for that performance? I need to know.
Sister, it was more of a pleasure job.
Get the money up front always.
I know, you taught me that.
I told you,
yes,
you gotta
did,
get it up
yes, you
front.
did. I know, in both knees.
But oh wow.
Yeah, both
Double homicide.
Double homicide, honey.
Yes.
It was a good time.
Morphine, how has life been ever since being on the Pit Stop last time with Miss Mattel?
Oh, honestly, like, it feels like a blackout. Like, I've been doing so much. It has not stopped. I joined the cast of Drag Race Live.
Yes, you were in Vegas for a while.
Bitch, it was such a good time. I'm so grateful. And I just feel like I haven't subbed since last year.
As you shouldn't. Girl, the girls who are sleeping are what? Not booked.
Exactly.
And not popular. So I didn't make up the rules. I'm just reading the prompter. I did not say it. I'm just reading what the prompter told me to say. So we are now entering our third bracket. Have you enjoyed the competition, the strategy that's going on?
Yes, it's very messy.
It is messy, but I like my drag. It's a little messy.
I do.
I don't want no kumbaya girls.
Me neither. I feel
No.
like the first group was very kumbaya, and the one that really brought the heat was Aja.
Miss Aja, right?
Oh my God.
But she's from ballroom. Like that is what they do in ballroom. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
like
yeah.
we all seen Paris is Burning. We see the clips online of Naomi going off on people. Ballroom is drama, and Aja brings that fuego with her.
Yeah, that's
We
what
love it.
Olivia was trying to do.
Ooh,
Just kidding, I love you.
Girl, you would never lie. You would never lie. The
no.
nail. You would. A round of applause. So last week, Miss Ginger Minj has won her second challenge and her second lip sync, centering herself as the front runner. Does this surprise you about Miss Minj?
No, she honestly on All Star 6, she was how many All Stars? Like 3. She's on 3.
This is her third one. Yeah, her third All-Star.
She did really well on All Star 6, and she just has this thing where like you just know she's gonna eat the challenge.
We start the bottom 4 with the 4 queens. They're all walking in, and we know at this point in the episode is when the points have to be divided amongst the girls. How would you give points away?
So if I'm like there, for example, with my sister playing, I'm gonna be like, oh sister, I got you, don't worry, like we're best friends. And then I'll go to Mirage and be like, hey sister.
Work!
Because it's just fun, but I know Plain will literally kill me. She will never talk to me again, she'll block me.
Yeah,
Which
yeah.
it might be for the best.
Well, remember, Diabetic, she has this understanding with Ginger, but in this group, she has 1 more point than the other 3. Do you think she's concerned that the point giving might not go her way?
I think so because who's there? Cynthia,
Alyssa. Who's the other bottom person?
Ooh, not the bottoms. They're all bottoms actually.
The bottom 4. I think Dia might be a top. No,
She's not topping me.
I would let her hit it.
You would?
You know, because for me, height is my number 1 qualifier.
Me too.
You got to be at least 6'2" to get on this ride. That bitch is 6'7".
I'm a fan of the show, and I obviously watched. And I heard what you said. You don't like short kings.
I don't like short kings.
What about kings that are like your height?
Ooh, medium kings.
Medium kings, and they're like muscular.
They're muscular. You know, that's touch and go. If you're my height, you gotta have nice hands. Are you?
Bitch.
Hands.
Wait.
So what do you think of the moment where the queens felt that Denali may have truly won the lip sync over Ginger Minj? Because, I mean, real tea, I genuinely think Ginger won, but as a viewer, Denali was just doing the most. It wasn't landing for me.
It makes me sad because she's like a really good lip syncer, but sometimes you don't have to do all that for a lip sync.
You don't.
You know what I mean? You don't have to go off and the kickity cackety boom of it all. Like you could literally just stand there like Latrice and just eat.
You know?
Or like Sasha Colby.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But I think that pisses Ginger off because Ginger's like, oh, I mean, I thought I did a pretty good job.
Yeah, and she did. I thought Ginger did a good job
Yeah,
too.
she's like, I did a bang up job, and y'all think that I was awful. That's mean. So the point systems, they're starting to think about points, and Daya, she's like, you know, Alyssa, I just want to say, in Untucked, we talked about, you said that you would give, you know, points in a certain way, and I just hope that, you know, in this point giving situation that we honor the commitments we've said in Untucked. I just want to just say that out loud to the room so everyone knows that I think that that's the honorable way to do that. What do you think about that moment?
Girl, I just think she was doing too much, girl. I get both sides of like the story. Like, you know, Alyssa wants to do her own thing, but Alyssa doesn't owe anybody anything.
She doesn't.
You know what I mean? I get they're season 14 sisters, but bitch, I don't know. Alyssa does not like her. I see it. There's something going on
They
there.
still have this unresolved
There's
tension
something
from season
going on.
14.
Yeah.
100%.
And Daya doesn't see it because Daya's like, where's my point, bitch?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
where's my point, bitch?
Yeah, she wants that point.
Yeah,
But Alyssa might forgive, but she don't forget. Which I love a petty bitch, and I love it.
A grudge holding bitch.
A grudge holding hoe.
I still have plain block.
So here's how the points go. Cynthia gives hers to Daya Betty. Daya gives her points to Cynthia. Even she just said about honoring who did the best in the challenge, but yet you give it to Cynthia. So you're not even saying, anyway. And a very emotional, verklempt, Acid Betty gives her points to Cynthia, and Alyssa Hunter gives hers to Cynthia. So Cynthia Lee Fontaine, y'all, is now in second place in the competition. Who saw this coming?
Girl, my mouth gagged.
Yeah.
Honestly, work. If I was her, I'd be like, well, thank you, cool, girl, thank you. Like, I don't know, like that's it. I mean, I don't know. It's just she, you know, didn't do the best, but I'm just like, what were they thinking? Like, okay, like let's send her off, you know, like to the next round. I don't know what they were thinking.
Daya is plucked, but she is annoyed. She is pissed off at Miss Alyssa Hunter.
Girl.
And I like that Alyssa is not backing down. She's like, no, this is my decision I made. I said what I said. Move on, bitch.
I was a little confused. So I understand Daya Betty's anger, but if I was Daya Betty, I'd be like, okay, blocked. You. We're not friends anymore, you know?
Well, let me tell you something. Consistency is in the eye of the beholder. And to Alyssa Hunter, she thinks that Cynthia's looks are consistently good. So, you know, who's to say? So the next day, Ginger is, you know, expressing herself at the table. You know, it's a brand new day in the workroom. At the top of a new day in the workroom, I genuinely feel like it feels like a reset. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, Ginger's expressing, you know, she's a little upset that Alyssa expressed her feelings about her winning the lip sync.
Uh-huh.
And then to her surprise, Daya Betty's also like, yeah, Alyssa, you suck. You're a bad person. What do you think about that moment?
I live, girl. Daya Betty wears her heart on her sleeve, girl.
She does.
She will not back down. She needs her opinion heard. Not only to the person that she feels some way about, but to the whole room.
Yes.
So I live.
Yeah.
And one thing I love about Alyssa, she's a Puerto Rican bitch. They don't back down.
Girl, she do not back down. You know what? We didn't see a lot of Alyssa in season 14. No shade. She didn't last for a long time. So I didn't know that Alyssa was this headstrong, and I like that she's not backing down for Daya Betty, because Daya Betty is a big bitch, okay? Sometimes when a tall bitch is coming at you, you're like, whoa.
I mean, you'd be living.
I would be living. I would be like, no, Daya.
No, Daya, stop.
You know? So do you think this season 14 rivalry with Daya and Alyssa is real?
I think it is. I feel like they didn't maybe like each other that much when their season was airing and something happened there and then it lingered on. They never resolved it and it lingered on here.
Yeah.
Like Alyssa was just over that bitch.
Yeah. Saru enters an announcement for the Maxi Challenge. The queens will be improving their way through TV's newest dating show, The Golden Bachelor, where the queens are playing as dogs. What do you think about this challenge? Is it crazy?
That challenge is crazy.
It's a little crazy, but I liked it.
I was like, what is this kinky, crazy stuff going on?
Justice for the furry community,
Honestly, yeah. I had
How else is Bob gonna find his boyfriends,
I had someone come in a pup mask in my meet and greet, and he made me pet them.
Ooh.
And I was like,
like in the full furry gear.
yeah.
I
mean,
love
I don't judge.
No, I don't judge at all. I love
at
it.
all.
I think it's fierce.
You do your thing.
Yeah.
If that's what you like to do.
Yeah.
I feel like I know someone who likes that, but I don't want to out them.
Don't out them on YouTube, girl. YouTube lives forever until you delete it,
Right.
What do you like about this challenge?
I like that it's like improv, and
Yeah.
you can have so much fun with it. Like you could literally do anything.
Yeah.
I don't think I did have an improv challenge and I did bad. So yeah.
I did bad in my first improv too, but I will say, when you're in the moment, like overacting is such a big part of it, and really like going in. I was treating it like I was getting some sides from Juilliard. I was like, oh, that's me an actor myself. I was taking it too seriously.
Yes.
And the trick to Drag Race Challenge, like RuPaul says, just be stupid and make him laugh. You know what I mean? What kind of dog would you want to be in this type of challenge?
A Maltese.
What's a Maltese again? That's the one with the long hair?
Long hair, really pretty.
That's you, girl. Pomeranian down.
Yeah, like a little Pomeranian.
Yeah.
Just a little, they're a little spicy too. They're like evil.
Yeah.
Or a Yorkie.
Oh, Yorkie.
Yorkies are really evil spirited.
Are they?
Guys. Yes.
My friend has a little teacup Yorkie.
She's a monster.
If I was a dog, I would want to be a Chinese crusted.
What is that?
They're like the ones they have no hair. They have the little wild little tufts of hair over here. They look. You ever seen the movie How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days? How old are you?
22.
Legit?
Yes. Why are you shocked?
Oh my God, that's so young. You're a baby.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I got on Drag Race when I was.
You are such a liar, bitch. You. Oh my God, I just got you. You just got me. The Exchange Family Secret.
I reversed it, honey.
Yeah, I want to be a Chinese crusted. But I think the ones that they assigned to the girls were really creative, and I like.
Oh my God, they gave Ginger that big
Saint Bernard Beethoven. Girl. We'll get there. Now the golden. Yeah.
Chinese crested, not crusted.
Oh. It's a Chinese crested.
Crested.
I just saying the wrong thing the whole time. I mean, they look crusty. That's why I said them dogs look crusty. Okay, so now the golden retriever that the queens will be courting is played by Zane Phillips. Do you think there's a secret to doing well in this type of challenge?
I think is to like a very yes and.
Here we go. Yes and.
Yeah, yes and.
Never know.
Well, I did this once in like drama class. It's like you just keep going, even if it doesn't make sense. Like yes, and it's funnier that way. Like yes and
absurd.
Like that wall looks like Plain Jane's ass or something. You know what I mean? Like it's like stuff like that. You just keep going.
Yeah. So a major component of this challenge is that the queens have to perform their scene together with another queen. Do you like group projects?
Sometimes yes, sometimes no. I honestly.
Yes and no.
Yeah, because I mean, why are we talking about school so much? 'Cause when I was in a group project, I would be the one to like lay back and like.
No, not you, Morphine.
Yeah, yes.
You would never be.
Yes, I
no.
would. And but I was the one that would bring the cupcakes, and I'd bring the cookies, and I'd like bake for the girls that are doing the.
I'm like, bitch, the cupcakes. Did you bring the Pythagorean theorem?
No, I brought pie. I brought actual pie.
You got pie. I don't want pecan, girl. I want 3.14572298291. Nailed it. Pie.
Is that how many points Ginger has?
About roughly.
Girl.
So here are the pairs. We have Acid Betty and Cynthia. Acid is being a Doberman, Cynthia is a Chihuahua. We have Alyssa and Ginger. Alyssa is a mutt, Ginger is a Saint Bernard. Diabetti is a Poodle, and Denali is a Cocker Spaniel. Who would you want to be paired with in this group? In these 6 girls, ideally?
I think, honestly, either Denali or Ginger.
Yeah.
They're not scene stealers. Like, you know, there's some people who just suck the energy out of the room and like you just are like, damn.
Don't I know it, girl? I know one person in particular. I'm not gonna say no names, but y'all won't know who it is.
You could just whisper it. Oh, wow.
Awful. Do you think it's smart that Ginger and Alyssa squashed their tension right away, that they just let it go and did the scene?
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
Settle it. Let's just be friends. Because when you're in that mindset of like, oh, I hate this bitch, it could hinder you a lot.
Yeah, I agree.
You know.
I agree. And Acid and Cynthia have an existing relationship from season 8. In theory, do you think that you know, if you were to ever go back in Drag Race, working with someone from your original season, does that help with the chemistry? Does it hurt?
I think it could help, depending on who it is.
Yeah, I agree.
You know, because if I were to go back with, like, for example, my bitch Tsunami, oh, bitch, it's over. We're clearing you hoes.
You and Tsunami, if y'all went on together?
We're clearing you hoes, bitch,
Yeah,
down.
y'all have like music together. Y'all have toured together.
Oh, yeah. She has an album out, and then Mirage, myself, and Tsunami are in one song together. It's
Word.
fierce.
Word.
But I would have to help Tsunami in the acting challenges, though.
Ooh.
Sorry,
you know
sister.
what? You got to know
I
your
saw that
teammates'
Olay
strengths.
commercial. Sorry. You're gonna kill me. I love you, sister.
Meanwhile, Denali tells Daya that she's going to be doing a British accent as her character. Is this a risky move?
It is, because I tried to do an accent in Snatch Game as Anna Delvey. Girl, I was speaking a Turkish. What? That tickled you, huh?
That accent.
Stop, no.
But you know what? But you committed though. You were like, I'm gonna do a thing.
I watched it back and I was like, okay, I went from talking Turkish to English to like, I don't know.
Girl, you were speaking Balinese at the end, girl. I was like, what is going on? Okay, can we hear your British accent? That was great.
Thank you.
That was so good.
Thank you so much. How do they talk?
The British?
Yeah.
I'm like, hello, my name's Manai, and I'm here at the pit stop with Morphine Love Dion, and today we're talking about All Star Season 10. But you know, the thing about it is that that's how they talk.
Arnar. Wait, that's Australian.
Arnar.
I feel like I'm having a Maya. I'm great moment right now.
Arnar is hilarious.
Yeah,
though.
Arnar. I could do like Australian, like what they taught me. Arnar, I forgot my razor blades.
That was good. That was good,
But
actually.
that's Australian.
That's Australian.
Yeah.
And famously, that's not the UK. Okay, so now you've had some time to let her sit into your bones. Can we hear what Anna Delvey sounds like today?
Oh, God. Monet, what are you wearing? You look poor.
That was good. That was good, Morphe. That was good.
Take me back. Send me back. I'm
Yes.
ready.
Okay, let's talk the Golden Bachelor. Who stood out to you in the challenge?
Oh, sorry. One more time.
Yeah. So it's time to talk about the Golden Bachelor, the challenge that we're watching today. Who stood out to you? Who's the best?
Honestly, obviously Ginger, Denali, but at first, Acid Betty had me.
I
and
agree.
then
I
it
agree
got
so
a little
much.
too repetitive.
Yeah, like
know?
I had that one thing about the sit and the commands. Like,
Yeah, oh, it was so good.
Yeah,
but
at
then
first it was great.
Yeah, but she kind of just like it just went.
yeah,
You
it
know?
didn't grow. It didn't grow.
Mm-hmm.
I think Ginger Minj is a standout because you know Saint Bernards, as we've seen them in cartoons, they always have that barrel of whiskey, which I don't know why they have barrels of whiskey.
Keeps you warm. Like they're always in the snow.
They're not drinking it.
Like rescue people in the snow.
Yeah, you like.
And
It's
then
usually
we'll
like a
give 'em-
snow.
Also,
Oh,
they like bring you a shot.
oh.
Dog is drinking.
One of the dogs not
I was like, what? Wait, so Saint Bernard can bring you liquor?
Yeah.
Bitch, that's sickening.
We gonna get one for the
Oh, bitch,
family house.
down.
We're gonna
Yeah,
get
you're like on the floor, like I need a shot.
I need a shot. Oh,
Sickening.
oh my God, I want a Saint Bernard. That's a great
Me too,
dog.
Me too. No more Maltesers.
No one wants to get a Saint Bernard. And I think Ginger Minj, she's hitting all the notes. She's like, her thing has, like, her playing this drunken thing the entire time, coming up in here, instead of like picking up a glass of drinking, lapping her drink,
Oh
like
my
little
God.
choices like that.
Dipping
are-
the meatball in the
Dipping the
drink.
meatball.
So good.
They're so good in building this character, what it is. So Ginger Minj, but I'm not shocked by this. Ginger Minj is
She
killing
ate.
it.
She ate,
killing
she
it,
ate,
killing
she
it. On the struggle bus, we're saying Cuckoo struggled a little bit for me.
Yes.
But what makes my heart smile and sing about Miss Cuckoo is her commitment. Like, she's like, whatever, I'm doing this role. Because, you know, no shade, Lexi Love last season, she was, and she just gave up. She just stopped. She was like talking to
But
herself
she
in the
was
scene.
at the top for that. She was like, ugh.
You know?
I
I know.
I was like, keep going, girl.
Yeah, but see, Cuckoo never does that. She's
No,
like, I'm
no,
gonna
no.
do this. I'm gonna ride it home, no matter how bad or good it is, which I can always respect.
I love that.
Yeah. So who's your favorite overall?
I would have to say Ginger.
Ginger Minj, agreed.
Yeah.
Ginger Minj killed that. She
She did.
killed it. Now the girls are getting ready for the runway, Morphine. And Daya, Betty, and Alyssa are once again fighting. And this time, the fighting is getting real.
Oh my
It's the
God.
real. Do you think the tension is extra high because it's the final chance for points?
I can understand why Daya felt that way because you like this is something different than anything we've seen before. Like anything can change in that moment.
Yeah.
And you know these girls have like worked so much and like it could all just go away like that.
I know.
So I think Daya, you know, she sees herself going till the end.
Yeah.
And the fact that like someone that she thought was close to her didn't help her is sending her like so many things are sending her into a spiral.
Yeah, I agree.
So I get her, but girl, what a wrong way to girl. She needs to chill.
Yeah, I think she needs to chill. I think that Daya is completely out of pocket at this point. I was like, bitch, Alyssa
Yeah.
said what she said. And like, Daya, I wrote it down. She said, I hold truth behind words. I'm like, bitch, it's a competition. It's a game.
Right.
Don't hold truth behind my words. That's your
Right.
business. Govern yourself by that.
Exactly.
I can do and say whatever the I want to.
That's true.
Like, it was crazy. It
That's
was
true.
real. And also, bitch, the point is gone. What do you want her to do? Do you want her to make a point and give it to you? Like, you cannot get the point back. It's done.
Yeah. It was very unnecessary.
All right, let's get into the runway, shall we?
Mm-hmm.
Category is paper dolls. Paper dolls. What would you do for this category if you had it?
I would dress up like Lucky Stars.
Oh, a little,
Something crazy.
a little crazy over the top. Like paper
No, I
mache
would
kind
never
of
do
stuff.
that.
I don't think what I would do for paper dolls. I think what could be really is getting like a capsule made out of like white paper or something like full like thing like mask, and then draw like a stick figure on it with paint.
Oh, that's cute.
You know what I mean?
I
That could
live.
be like a full catsuit, white or like off-white, cut face, everything, and just someone draw like a stick figure as your body. I think that could be.
Oh, that's so like the illusion that you're like skinny.
Yeah.
Or, no, that.
The illusion is crazy.
So like,
The illusion that you're a skinny bitch because you're not. Yo, fat ass. Damn, Morphine.
I did not.
Let's talk about these queens. First up, Alyssa Hunter.
Wow.
Great.
Beautiful, stunning. It's so intricate. I feel like maybe the mug could have been a little different,
Yeah,
but it's oh my god. The shoes, girl, the shoes with the pointy like little
we're really cool.
like morning wood thing, girl, it's sickening. What?
the more,
Like morning wood, like
like morning.
yeah, like when you wake up with a little something extra.
That was your.
That's what I thought about.
Of all the things that are pointy and sharp.
Yeah, yeah. You didn't think. I mean, I might have a sick little mind, girl.
Let's go on to Miss Ginger Minj wearing this Elizabethan gown made out of paper, and all the quotes are from iconic Shakespearean plays that mention drag.
Why don't I? Why? Like I don't believe her.
You know what? I don't
know.
In a world of Chat GPT,
That's like
she probably expedited the process.
Be
You know
like,
what I mean?
search up gay Shakespeare
You
stuff.
literally, and Shaq just points them all out.
Yeah, I like. It's not my favorite, but she looks great. Like
Yeah.
the mug and like maybe the shape of it.
I can't agree with Michelle Visage. I do feel like this period is referenced a lot
Yeah,
on Drag Race.
I think that's why it's putting me a little. That's
Yeah.
putting me off. Like I'm like, oh, no, like all I can think about is like how Michelle hates this.
Yeah.
You know.
I feel like if you're gonna reference this period again, it has to be something super creative and super inventive.
Yeah.
And this
Yeah.
just, the silhouette is kind of like we've seen it before,
Yeah.
the hair we've
Yeah.
seen it before.
Yeah,
That's-
and I
that's
can't
what it
really
is.
read the words either.
Yeah, you can't really read the words. So next up we have Denali. If you don't know Denali's full name, y'all, is Denali Fox. So this is a reference to her drag family. I know her mother, Camilla Fox, over in
Oh
Chicago.
yeah. Yeah.
So this is a reference to that, and I think this is really cool.
Girl, this is sickening.
A really cool way to use the paper.
Mm-mm. Oh, so it's all paper.
Yeah. That's really, really, really well done. How did they travel with these costumes, right? Because paper's so
Girl.
delicate.
Yeah, I don't know. Did they fold that? That's not that can't be paper.
It's paper, girl. I think she looks really good. Denali has been really crushing a lot on these runways this
Yeah.
season, and I think she looks
This look is one of my favorites, honestly. I live. It's so good. It fits her amazing. And that bird, girl, how, like you said, how does she travel with that bird?
I know. Let's go on to Daya Betty. What do you think about this look?
The shape could be a little bit more puss. But I do like the concept. It gives me like that scene in Cruella when she sewed the Beatles on a dress. I don't.
I didn't see it, no.
Yeah,
I don't have cable.
it's very. But yeah, it gives me that. It's very couture, but I just think the shape's a little off.
Yeah, I didn't like this.
Okay, work.
The internet's probably gonna eat me up for this, because I'm sure y'all, I didn't like this. I think the shape was ugly. I don't like these faux armadillo shoes. I didn't like the hair thing. I did not like this outfit. And I loved a lot, especially on her season 14, I loved Diabetti's package.
Yeah.
This did not do it for me. I did not like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a no for me, dog.
A nar from
A
nar.
nar.
A nar.
And next we have her older sister, Miss Acid Betty, doing a paper Marie Antoinette look.
Wait, they're related?
No, they're not.
Oh.
In my mind, they are.
Oh, okay. Low key, this is kind of sickening. But another Marie Antoinette look.
Yeah.
You know, the wig is cool. I like the concept and everything of it. Like I said, I feel like it's like a shape problem. I mean, that with paper, how can you create a shape? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I kind of like this.
I thought this was okay. I agree the shape wasn't my favorite. I didn't like the hair a lot, and the makeup wasn't my favorite either. I do acknowledge that as a Marie Antoinette, inspo reference, that it's we haven't seen anything like this before. And I guess we could kind of seen the silhouette of it. But yeah, I thought this was fine. And last but not least, we have Cynthia Cuckoo Lee Fontaine. Tell us about this look, Morphine.
I'm in a little bit of a pickle.
A little bit of a brine.
Sister, I'm brine. Sister, I'm fermented, congealed, and preserved.
Coagulated.
I love the story behind it.
Yeah, the story was beautiful. She's in remission
No,
from
of course.
cancer.
And yes, I mean, happy for her.
100%.
But I don't want to be mean. I love Cuckoo so much.
Same. Even if she made like a one-leg, one-arm catsuit and had big pieces and smaller ones and make it like that could have been something, you know what I mean? But she you took the little thing, you put like a green bed skirt as a shawl.
And then the balls that look like from Party City, like the little things from the ceiling.
Yeah,
you know
literally.
I mean? Yeah, I think that's it.
Legit,
that's what
girl.
it is. Yeah.
She saved $10 doing this look by buying on the balls at one time.
But yeah, this was a little bit of a miss.
Yeah, a little bit of a miss for me, Miss Cynthia. No shade. Who had your favorite look overall?
I would have to say Alyssa.
I'm going to say Alyssa Hunter, too.
Alyssa Hunter.
Who needed a little more work? Your least favorite look, Morphine. Tell us.
Oh, my God. I just don't like coming for her, but Cynthia.
Yeah. So after the judges' critiques, we find out that the top 2 queens of the week are once again, like week 1 of this bracket, Diabetti, and for the 3rd time, Miss Ginger Minj.
Damn, girl.
Do you agree?
Yes and no. I thought Denali maybe would have been there. I thought Denali could have been there. But I'm fine with this.
Yeah, I could see Denali being up there as well.
Yeah.
And then they lip sync to Mama Used to Say by Junior. Do you know this song?
My favorite song ever, bitch. No, literally, my mom used to play it back in the day. Like, I know this song by heart. And the dance, too.
I don't believe a word you're saying.
What do you
bitch.
mean?
Bitch, please.
What do you mean?
Bitch, please. You
It
was a lie.
No,
you lie,
you
you
literally
lie.
saw me singing it in the room. I was literally like,
And
Yeah.
this is the dance to the did?
yeah, it was like a little side thing.
What
and
did,
a little,
what did Junior look like?
sorry?
What did Junior look like?
Oh my God, beautiful.
What do you think of the lipstick though?
Oh my God, Daya ate.
Daya did such a good job.
Daya destroyed, annihilated, and demolished.
So good.
Yeah.
She was all over that stage. She
She
looked
was,
really
like,
cool.
doing
The
that
hair
thing.
was good.
Mhm.
Daya did
It was perfect for the song.
great.
The look, yeah.
Perfect. The look, everything was so good.
I thought she was singing the song.
Honestly,
Like it felt like a music video.
Daya ate Ginger Minj up in that. And she wins the lip sync, which we both agree.
100% agree.
So Ginger and Daya have essentially guaranteed their spots in the group, advancing to the final with all the other queens. But now, on stage, the other bottom 4 queens must give up their MVQ points in front of RuPaul and his judge friends. This is my favorite part of every bracket. I love the onstage giveaway. It's so juicy. There's so much drama. You see these bitches want to cry. They want to slit each other's throats. I love it.
I live too. I live.
So, Cynthia gives Alyssa a point. Denali gives Acid Betty a point. And Alyssa votes for Denali, which means that Denali and Cynthia, because remember, Cynthia is in second place.
yeah.
Well, she's in third place now because Zaya and Bia.
Yeah.
So Cynthia is like with the top contender, right? And then the vote comes down to Acid Betty. And Acid Betty, to break it all down, the final decision, the final blow, gives her point to Cynthia Lee Fontaine, leaving Denali to do the wild
I got
card.
chills.
I know. I felt for
chills.
Denali. I really felt bad for Miss Denali.
No, you could. I mean, I'd be upset.
Yeah.
I'd be upset.
But it's a game. You come, you gamble. You don't
Yeah.
know what's gonna happen.
I'd probably
Honestly.
give my point to Cuckoo too, just because I love her. You know what I mean? Like, I like
Yeah.
her.
So, when you saw this bracket, was this the top three that you envisioned?
No,
Right?
not at all.
Who did you think was gonna do it?
I mean, I could believe Ginger for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Denali. I see Denali in there, and then maybe Daya.
See, I saw Ginger, Acid Betty,
Mm,
and I saw Diabetti.
yeah.
Morphine, we now advance to the semifinals. Who from this last advancing group do you see winning All-Star Season 10?
Cynthia Lee Fontaine.
Me too, that's what I was
Honestly,
gonna
I'm
say.
rooting for her, bitch.
Yeah.
Take it home.
Morphine, thank you so
Thank
much for coming here on the
you.
Pit Stop, swinging up by, looking so beautiful, so gorgeous, so smart, so funny, so talented. It's been a pleasure
Smart.
seeing my, well, let's take that one back.
Oh,
It's been
wow.
my pleasure seeing my beautiful baby girl
Oh,
come here and
thank
shine
you.
like the true star that she is.
Thank you for having me. I can't wait to come back every single year of your hosting.
Yes! And I hope you come back next week because we're here every single Saturday recapping episodes of RuPaul's Drag Race All-Star Season 10. Until next week, have a good week and we'll see you next time. Bye, girl. Bye, girl. But I like to listen, not backing down, and she's like, no, this is how I feel. This is what I said.
Yeah.
And what? To
I
your point,
live
Puerto Rican girls.
I live Puerto Rican. I mean, I'm not Puerto Rican, but
You're Cuban.
no,
What are you?
Nicaragüense.
Nicaraguan.
Yeah.
You know, oh my God.
I'm Cuban and Puerto Rican by injection. So, but that's besides the point. And other things too.
The exchange family secret.
The girl.
Yeah.
Hey, you want more non-Emmy nominated gay you traders? Well, then don't forget to subscribe to the RuPaul's Drag Race YouTube page.